7 reasons why you should move to Thailand in 2025. And reason number 1 is improved mental health. And I'm looking that direction because I have wrote them down on my computer. So actually traveling can reduce stress and improve happiness according to studies. Um, Studies show that exploring a new environments improve mental health or mental well-being and encourages physical activity, leading to a healthier lifestyle. This was something I actually found out doing a little bit of research about this topic and about the topic of traveling, not necessarily traveling to Thailand, but I was surprised to actually learn this. And you know what? I think it actually is true, because you are breaking free. You are living a more fulfilled life. And I know that we live in cycles, so maybe what you find exciting now, you will not find exciting later. And that is also one of the reasons why, if you're watching this video, probably you are considering moving to Thailand or traveling the world. And then that is a reason to do it, right? Because this desire at some point will probably fade away. Uh, However, you might be left with the regret that you never did it. Anyways, I digress from the topic. Number 2 is actually the thrill of the unknown, and this is it's so difficult to explain into words when you just pack your bag rather, right? I travel with just one 24-liter backpack that weighed 8 kilo when I arrived here, but is going to have to weigh 7 kilos because I'm going to go to a different place very, very soon. But it's something about that, just having your bag on your back, having your bag on your backpack, right? And just being in the airport or being on the road, knowing that you're going to this place you have never been before, and a place that you don't know anybody. It's that thrill. It's so difficult to explain. And I think we as men need that in our lives. We need that thrill to keep our souls alive. And I don't want to sound too dramatic or too deep here, just for no reason, but that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like there is a flame inside of us, and if you ignore it, you don't put some more wood on the fire, it will eventually um, stop, and you will lose it. So we as men, I think we need that thrill, and it's something that you cannot express into words, but this is something that traveling can give you for sure, and it's a different type of thrill than maybe other activities that still give you some thrill. Like for example, I'm not into that, but this just came to my mind. Like for example, maybe if you go hunting. I don't do that, but it's a different type of thrill. Number 3 is please excuse me, this coughing, like I don't know when I'm gonna get rid of it. You're gonna have to bear with me here. Number 3 is experiencing the power of now. It's again that it's the fact that you're breaking from a routine, and I'm a strong believer in routines. I believe routines are extremely important. However, there has to be something that kind of breaks that from time to time, and changing places or going to a country you've never been before, that will make you more present, okay? And there is a book, The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle. I was actually planning on reading it for a long time and I haven't. But I heard a lot of good things from that book. So the thing is, you only have the present. I mean, that's something that you are sure of. If you're alive right now, in this very moment, watching this video, you have access to the present. So many of us are living in the past or living in the future even. And it's not necessarily a bad thing to live in the past. Not to live in the past, sorry. To look in the past and learn from the past. Not to live in the past. And also not to live in the future, even though it's healthy, I think, to have goals, set goals. But so many times, and I'm guilty of this as well, we forget that, in fact, the present is all we have. And we can dream about the future as much as we want, but the actions, we can only take action today. Present is all we have. And the day of tomorrow, it's not granted to us. We might take it for granted, but it's not granted to us. So traveling can really help you experience the power of now. Now, fourth one is getting outside of the comfort zone. And this is a great one as well, because I think it can translate in so many other areas of your life. When you learn to be uncomfortable in discomfort, and when you learn to accept that some things are outside of your control, you are going to have more peace of mind in the end. You are going to be more productive because you are going to focus on the things that you can control. And you are going to be happier as well. And I don't want to come across as a wise man here, like whatever I'm saying, or not like a wise man, sorry. I don't want to come across as a perfect man. No, my life is far from being perfect. I'm the same as you are. And whatever I'm saying here, these are things that I know in theory, and I often apply them practically. But I do have my flaws, as all of us have. So, but I'm working on them, and getting outside of the comfort zone is something that traveling will definitely offer to you. And this will help you in so many other ways, as I said. If you find it uncomfortable to make a phone call or make cold calls, or find it uncomfortable to, ask someone for something, for some help. If you are, this is more specific, in a more specific way, how traveling can help you. For example, if you find it uncomfortable to ask for help, traveling will teach you, or rather you would practice getting outside of that comfort, because you would need to. So because of traveling, because I've lived in other countries and traveled in quite a few, for me it comes very natural to just, for example, ask directions, or ask for help in the supermarket if I don't find what I need. It comes very natural to interact with people, even though I'm an introvert. But it comes very natural. And for some people, it seems like, for some people it's uncomfortable, For me, it's not. So those are just some basic examples. But if you put me in any place on this earth, or let me not say that, almost in any place on this earth, I will find my way back home, if that would be the purpose, or I would find a way to survive, with God's help as well, of course, because considering that I'm healthy, I have a healthy mind and a healthy body, obviously. But put me anywhere in this world and I can survive, and I can find a way back home. And I'm not talking about a remote island where there's no people on it. I'm talking about, any country, almost any village. And I say almost because, don't put me in a village with cannibals. I might not escape that, but that's beside the point of this video. So getting outside of the comfort zone. Number 5 is expand your horizons. Traveling gives you new perspectives. You will see things that you've never seen before, good and bad. And you'll have different perspectives. Number 6. Unique experiences and memories that material things will never be able to replace. And I just want to say one thing. I'm not saying that material things are bad. We need material things, right, to a certain degree. However, there are so many people who try to fill voids in their lives with materialism. Voids that cannot be filled with materialism. Okay? Like self-acceptance, what's the word? Self-respect, love, and even the void of not doing what you wanted to do when you had the opportunity to do so. So for example, if you're 20 years old, 30, 35, and maybe even older, but if you're around this age, 20, 30, 35, 40, and you are now working hard, you're working on your career, you're trying to climb the corporate ladder. Excuse me. And you're doing it mostly for the money, because obviously there are doctors in this world that they have to be in one place, and they became doctors not for the money but for the passion, and that's a different story. I'm not talking to you if that's the case. But if all you're trying to do is make more money, and you're working for a company, for example, and you're trying to get that promotion, and you think life is going to be better afterwards, and then you don't get that promotion in time, or even if you do, you have other expectations or other material things that you want to buy, and it's basically the rat race, right? And there is a very, very interesting movie that I remember about. It's called Click, with Adam Sandler, and it kind of encapsulates what I want to say now. So maybe you do all those things and you postpone traveling, because this is a channel about traveling, and making money online mostly, but can be something else as well. And then you postpone it, and you always say, okay, I'll do it next year, or give me just 3 more years, or 5 years, 10 years. And then you say, okay, I'll do it when I'm going to retire, because I'm going to have time and I'm going to have money as well. Well, here's the thing. Just as I said earlier, the day of tomorrow is not yours. We're taking it for granted, but we might not be here. And that's not even the worst case scenario. Worst case scenario is you will be here, but you will be unhealthy, or for some other reason you'd not be able to do the things that you now want to do, regardless of how much time you have now, right? When you're 65, 75, or even how much money sometimes, right? So, as I always say, yes, money is important, 100%, and try and make as much as you want, or as much as you as much as you can, basically. That's a great thing, but do not really compromise present for that. Or if you do, have a plan. Okay, yes, you are going to stay 5 more years at this job. It sucks, you don't like it, but you have a plan. You have an exit plan. A plan to exit the job, a plan to, save some money, buy a rental property, rent it out, and then have that kind of like a security. And then you are going to try and do other things. Okay, well, that's good. But the thing that's bad is to just put off your dreams forever, and to not have a plan, not have an exit plan. Okay? So, because you'll end up buying a new car, buying, I don't know, the latest iPhone every year, just so you fill that void, the void of not doing what you felt you had to do 10, 15, 20 years ago. And trust me, time flies. If you're 20, if you're 25, if you're 30, but especially, if you're 20 or 25, you think you're young, but time flies. Last reason is actually saving money. And this is insane because so many people think about traveling, or when they think about traveling, they think they either need to have a lot of money, or at least they think that they're actually spending money. But they don't think at all that traveling, and I'm talking about most people, right? There might be exceptions, but generally people don't think that they can save money while traveling. And that is the case, you know? That's the case. If you just get a remote job, that pays a normal, regular salary in US or UK, and you are smart about this, get a job that allows you not only to work from home, but allows you to work from anywhere in the world, okay? Then you can travel. And especially if you're not bound to work within a specific time zone. But even if you're from US, for example, you can go to South America, right? So that's an option, right? The second one is what I do. I'm a freelancer. I'm a freelance marketer. I have just a few clients, less than how many fingers I have on one of my hands, right? And I'm still able to save money while traveling. So you can do the same. Just imagine if you only make $2,000, $3,000 per month. There are so many countries where you can leave, for $1,000. Like, I'm living here in Thailand. I can live here in Thailand for $500. I spend a little more because I do some other activities, but those activities are not necessary to just survive. So if you just survive, I don't even need to cook. I don't even need to clean the apartment if I don't want to, because it's so affordable. So I can live a very, very comfortable life. Don't need to worry about all these small things like, grocery shopping. I truly hate grocery shopping and having to worry, what am I gonna eat tonight? Well, I don't have to do that here in Thailand. I don't have to do that. Food is so affordable. I'm paying less than $2 or $2, $3, and I eat so much that I almost vomit afterwards because I ate so much. Sorry for that, but that's the truth. That's the truth. So imagine if you're making $3,000 and you can leave off of $1,000. You're saving $2,000 every month. That's almost $25,000 in a month. That's insane. In 2 years, you can save $50,000. Travel 2 years and save $50,000. Okay, you have to pay taxes. If you're getting paid exactly $3,000, then you'll make less than that, or you'll have less than that in your pocket. But regardless, this is just to show you that it's possible and what is possible. Okay. So saving money is a big one. Now, if you do want to learn more about what I do and see if I can help you do what I do, be a freelancer, be a marketer and have your own clients and be able to travel anywhere in the world that you like and still have a lot of free time because you're not working a 9-to-5 job, let me know. I will have my email would be in the description of this video. Send me an email and let's have a video call and see if I can help. I hope this video inspired you. It was a little longer than this video was longer than my usual videos, but I hope it inspired you. And if you stayed until the end, I'm honored and happy to have you here. See you in the next video.